Say something here. Check, 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 check. If everyone can find a seat, we can begin. Okay, so good evening, everyone. I'm Danielle Lynch. I'm the Director of Athletics. Welcome. At this time, please join me in a moment of silence. Okay. Welcome to the 2023 Senior Awards Ceremony. Today we celebrate individuals and teams, the year's accomplishments, the 4 collective years of the class of 2023. Most importantly, we celebrate the class of 2023 and thank them for all of their contributions. And now, please enjoy a brief video honoring the class of 2023 created by coaches Jamie Schneck and Jackie Cox, along with athletic communication team of Curran McCauley and Keith Ogden.
So what are you doing for preseason, do you think?
Yeah, we're going to do a bunch of, obviously some team activities, bonding, try to become this family, and we're going to work on our 3-5-2 system and all that. How about you guys?
We're going to run. A lot.
Hey, Grace.
You guys have the same shoes on?
I got them first.
they ain't got no muscle, no hustle, no backbone. I stand alone, not tripping, just saying I'm different. Ain't hanging on to the coattails of the next man. Passport in my left hand, thinking that you are next. Heck, oh, you ain't holding your breath, man, cause I'm out here, I'm hungry. I don't play around, trust me. Ain't had as much drive since my Honda Civic got rusty, and my girl said that she loved me. It's funny, just thinking back, study hard for that 9 to 5, like I thought that should be good, but that it was dreaming, still dreaming. Spotlight on me like Willie Bean, still performing like Al Pacino. Instagram and tuxedos with my peoples. We growing up, still don't seem like we slowing up. 10 squad, we throwing up every time that we showing up. Get in while I'm living. All I ever hear is the clock tick, tick, ticking. So I'm about my business and I'm running with it now. They don't wanna give it up, we gon' make it out. So get in while I'm living. All I ever hear is the clock tick, tick, ticking. So I'm about my business and I'm running with it now. They don't wanna give it up, we gon' make it out. It don't get no greater, feel like I'm on fire. Feel like I'm Johnny Storm, feel like I'm volatile, explosive. Get close enough, you notice your girl act out of character when she see me approaching. Ain't poaching, I'm just saying, it's nothing. You punching above your weight, I'm something. She ain't seen no substitute in the 18. That's BA, Baracus, that BS, that whackness. Get no play in my axis, make them jump like AJ Hackett. Guarantee you, in these boots, they couldn't walk 1 mile. Really need to go and hang it up like a drunk doll. So behind the times, they should probably rock a sundial. Shattering their dreams, I can make big pun smile. Music from the soul, don't need them to help me. If they fiending for the flash, they should take another selfie. Said I'm running like Mo Farah, so dapper. Swear the whole world could go against me, it don't matter, man. Get it while I'm living. All I ever hear is the clock tick, tick, ticking. So I'm about my business and I'm running with it now. They don't wanna give it up, we gon' make it out. So get it while I'm living. All I ever hear is the clock tick, tick, ticking. So I'm about my business and I'm running with it now. They don't wanna give it up, we gon' make it out. Won't wait another day. Place falling in place. We ain't got much to lose. I'm on the chase. Won't wait another day. Place falling in place. We ain't got much to lose. Get it while I'm living. All I ever hear is the clock tick, tick, ticking. So I'm about my business and I'm running with it now. They don't wanna give it up.
Back in the day, I take her to Ponderay and I watch her skate. I mean water ski, ollie, oxen free. I'm perusing down forth and they watching me. I do a headstand and eagle lands on my seat. Well, hello, but baby, the kickstand ain't free. Now do you or do you not wanna ride with me? I got one girl, I got 2 wheels. She a big girl, that ain't a big deal. I like a big girl, I like 'em sassy. Going down that back street, listening to Black Street. Running around the whole town. Neighbors yelling at me like you need to slow down. Going 38, Dan, chill out. Mow your damn lawn and sit the hell down. If I only had one helmet, I would give it to you. Cruising down Broadway, girl, what a wonderful view. Wonderful view. There's layers to the player. Tiramisu. Let my coattail drag, but I ain't tiramisu.
Downtown.
And I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive and fine yet. It's your primitive and fine yet. If you got a big, let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work. Yeah, it's your primitive and fine yet. It's your primitive and fine yet.
You Just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
Neo, that's right.
I'm on all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything.
Take advantage of the night, cause tomorrow I'm off to do battle, perform for a princess. But tonight, I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing. Hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I make it feel right, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. Cause we might not get tomorrow.
I'm on all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything.
Reach for the stars, and if you don't grab them, at least you'll fall on top of the world. Think about it, cause if you slip, I'm gonna fall on top of your girl. What I'm involved with is deeper than the Masons, baby, and it ain't no secret. My family's from Cuba, but I'm an American.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun.
It's only teenage wasteland. Sally, take my hand. Travel south cross land. Put out the fire. Don't look past my shoulder. The exodus is here.
Say listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Always what brings your fears. Stand up and be counting. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm listening to the beat test.
And that's weird, you're doing it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a sense of what it's like. What's up with you?
Going to print out the conditioning test for my team for the summer.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you stop dressing like me? That's great. Thanks.
Said, read the books your father read, trying to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my,
How about another round of applause for that? Please welcome President Wendy Raymond.
Wow, seniors, you are incredible. This is all about you, and I'm so glad to be here just to celebrate with you, and also to take a moment to say, can we call it out for your coaches and all the athletic staff who made this all possible? Not to mention all the people that fed and watered you all through your seasons, all of the back of the office folks who kept everything going to make this possible, including your families and friends. I am so proud of all that you have accomplished as scholar athletes at Haverford College. And as it said at the end of this, you have made Haverford a better place. And I am so grateful for all the ways that you have done that. You've led through adversity, including many tough times, and you have led through many successes that include team building, personal bests, broken records, and making the best friends you will ever have. Those friends are ones that you will carry through your lifetime, and when I meet you again, just in a few days as an alum of Haverford College and through all the years ahead, I look forward to hearing your stories about how pivotal these moments were for you and how they have carried you in yourselves and in all that you've learned into all that you will become. Congratulations and thanks for all of it.
Okay. In 2022-23, 12 teams competed for Centennial Conference Championships. Over the past 4 years, 21 of 23 teams competed for championships. At this time, will men's cross country please stand and be recognized? In 2022, men's cross country captured their second consecutive NCAA Metro Region Championship, the program's 25th regional title. Will Ellie Esterowitz please stand? Not here? Okay. Ellie was selected to compete in the NCAA Women's Tennis Singles Championship. Centennial championships achieved over the past 4 years include men's cross country, women's basketball, Performers of the Year by Sport, Centennial Conference Volleyball Defensive Player of the Year, Taylor Jones. We can clap, yeah. Centennial Conference Men's Cross Country Runner of the Year, Ryan Cradell. USTFCCCA Metro Region Cross Country Athlete of the Year, Ryan Cradell. Centennial Conference Women's Basketball Defensive Player of the Year, Kayla Robinson. Centennial Conference Women's Basketball Scholar Athlete of the Year, Allie Landau. Centennial Conference Men's Indoor Track and Field Athlete of the Year, Jamie Moreland. NFCA Division III Softball National Player of the Year Watch List, Abby Marcus. Centennial Conference Men's Outdoor Track and Field Performer of the Meet, Jamie Moreland. Centennial Conference Women's Lacrosse Midfielder of the Year, Tiffany McCoulis. All-Americans, Ryan Cradell for men's cross country. And Taylor Jones for volleyball. Coaches Recognition of the Year, USTFCCCA Metro Region Cross Country Coach of the Year, Tom Donnelly. NCAA championship appearances over the past 4 years. We had representation from 10 different teams: women's basketball, men's cross country, women's cross country, women's soccer, men's indoor track and field, women's indoor track and field, men's outdoor track and field, women's outdoor track and field, volleyball, and women's lacrosse. Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll. In the fall, we had 89. In the winter, 72. In the spring, 141, for a total of 302. So. Philadelphia Inquirer Academic All-Area Performer of the Year, Ryan Cradell, men's cross country. Philadelphia Inquirer Academic All-Area Honorees, Ryan Cradell, cross country. Katie Hershey, women's cross country. Aaron Bratt, men's cross country. Nico Tripani, men's cross country. Taylor Jones, volleyball. Megan Hefflinger, women's fencing. Daniel Carvalho, men's fencing. Quinton Crawford, men's squash. Noah Tunis, men's squash. Caroline Smith, women's squash. Macy Smith, women's squash. Okay. Macintosh class of 2023, Ryan Cradell, men's cross country and track and field. And Cortland Morris, women's basketball and women's track and field. William W. Ambler, class of 45 award, Nate Rose, men's lacrosse. Please enjoy our top 10 memorable moments of the year.
Well, Fords, we've made it to the end of another year. This year saw all sorts of big moments, record breakers, comeback wins, upsets, academic weapons, and of course, some of the most majestic moments you may ever see on a field or court. The hashtag YD3 philosophy was on full display this year, so as we come together to honor this senior class today, let's take a look back at some of the moments that lit up the Instagram comment sections and had all of campus buzzing. Although mostly known as the voice of Haverford lacrosse, junior goalkeeper Dylan Iafreda is also as good between the pipes as he is on the mic. He denied this Rowan PK to help the Fords to a huge early season win over Rowan way back on September 7th, stunning the big crowd in South Jersey. In an epic match in front of a big crowd at the Ford Invitational, volleyball rallied for a 3-2 win, hitting 323 in the fourth set, eventually climbing back and pulling the reverse sweep over the 19th-ranked Susquehanna Riverhawks, Haverford's highest-ranked win since the 2014 season. Hood Trophy points are always great, and even better is winning down the road in Delco. The Haverford women's soccer team did just that as they took a huge victory in the regular season finale against Swarthmore, with Claire Siwes making a huge save to help propel the Fords. Haverford has now won 2 consecutive matchups with the Garnet, after also taking a 1-0 overtime penalty kick victory a season ago on Walton Field. A moment you may have also seen on last year's Top 10. Did I mention I like beating SWAT? Well, how about clinching a trip to the playoffs by beating SWAT? In overtime? Sure, even better. Delaney Snowden scored in overtime as the Fords took a golden goal win in the rivalry series, the 23rd all-time victory for the Fords over Swarthmore, giving Haverford its second consecutive trip to the Centennial Conference Tournament. What a moment. A 25th NCAA regional title? That just sounds like GOAT activity as men's cross country breezed to its second consecutive Metro Region crown at DeSales. Scoring an extremely strong 21 points, Haverford's best ever performance at a regional meet. All 5 scorers placed within the top 7 overall finishers. Katie Hershey proved that bees don't hibernate for winter as she dominated her way to the snowy NCAA championships in Lansing, Michigan. Hershey earned first-team all-conference, finishing 7th overall at Haverford's home course, and then earned automatic qualification to nationals via her finish at the regional meet at DeSales. Hershey was the second highest Metro Region finisher at the national meet. In a game that will forever be known as the boom game in Haverford sports information lore, Josh Love poured one in from deep on his senior day, prompting a Gettysburg timeout, as the Gooding Arena building was rocking with the hosts up by 3 with 4 minutes to go. Eventually, Haverford eked out a 70-67 win to stay right in the thick of the Centennial Conference playoff chase, entering the final week of the regular season. In the Centennial Conference first round game at home against Muhlenberg, Allie Landau led the Fords to victory with a career-high 36 points. The junior put on a shooting clinic in front of the home fans, shooting 14 of 27 from the field and hitting 6 3-pointers. The Livingston, New Jersey native tied Haverford's single-game record and the Centennial Conference playoff record for points. The broken records did not stop there as senior Kayla Robinson grabbed a whopping 27 rebounds to go along with 11 points. With that total, Robinson set the Haverford all-time record for rebounds in a game. The senior also set the Centennial Conference record for single-game rebounds in what was truly a special performance. Cortland Morris, who already owns the Haverford record for blocks in a single season, added to her total with 8 blocks on that night, a Centennial Conference playoff record. In the 2023 season opener, the Haverford College women's lacrosse team erased a 3-goal deficit with just 6:41 to go in regulation to prevail over mainline rival Cabrini with 2 minutes left in the overtime period on a free position goal from Tiffany McCoulis. McCoulis was the catalyst for the Fords all afternoon and continued heroics long into the evening hours as she tallied 4 goals, grabbed 5 ground balls, won 8 draw controls, and caused 4 turnovers in a stellar all-around effort. In one of the most impressive performances to grace Swan Field in recent memory, goalkeeper Rachel Marlin, known mainly as a stalwart sophomore on the field hockey team, stepped into duty between the pipes for the Fords and tallied 13 saves in the victory. There was something about the number 19 for the Haverford men's lacrosse team, as the Fords took down a pair of ranked opponents in number 19 Ursinus and number 19 Muhlenberg this season, giving the Fords a fighting chance at a playoff berth entering the final week of the regular season. Jacob Abraham was a huge part of that performance for the Fords, making 43 saves between the 2 games, including a career-best 26 stoppages against the Mules at home on Swan Field. The Haverford College baseball team undoubtedly provided one of the more incredible offensive displays you can imagine, as the Fords set new program single-game records for runs scored and hits in a 33-8 victory over Washington College. Haverford's 30 hits were also a new Centennial Conference record, and the 33 runs scored represented the 3rd most in Centennial history and the most in over 20 years. The offensive outburst featured a 19-run 7th inning, as Haverford sent 22 batters to the plate in that frame, a frame that can only be considered an outright historic one. When all was said and done, there were 2 grand slams and 10 total hits recorded in the inning. Abby Marcus took a cue from the women's lacrosse team and dominated the day with 5 hits, 4 home runs, 9 RBI, and 6 runs between both games, setting program records for both home runs and total bases in a doubleheader sweep of Cabrini in March. Kayla Robinson continued to be a cheat code, setting not 1 but 2 program records in the triple jump and the long jump this season. Just for good measure, she hopped on the 4x100 meter relay squad, as that team also took down the program record. She truly does it all. Senior Ryan Cradell set the track ablaze with his 21st place finish in an extremely competitive 5,000 meters at the Boston Terrier Invite, crossing the finish in a remarkable 14:02:37. That time shattered both the Haverford College and Centennial Conference records in the event. In a loaded field full of the nation's elite indoor milers, Jamie Moreland also completed the mile run as the 33rd overall finisher with a time of 4:03:66 in Boston. That time paced all Division III entrants and was the fastest time in Division III so far during the season. It was also the 4th best in Haverford program history. There you have it, another wrap on the top moments for 2022-23. Of course, there were way more than just these moments this season, and it was a thrill to play a small part in the journey. Let us not only celebrate these big moments, but also all the small moments in between, and all the hard work, dedication, and unsung heroes that lead to these moments. Have a great summer, and congratulations again to the class of 2023.
Please help me welcome to the stage senior student athlete speaker and women's lacrosse player, Catherine Ferentz.
Thank you, Danielle, for that introduction, and thank you to everyone who is present here today. This class of student athletes is truly special and is most definitely worth the recognition and praise that they will receive here today. I was honored when Danielle asked me to speak, but albeit also a little intimidated. I was tasked with representing this class and giving the speech on their behalf. It is hard to boil down 4 years of friendships, games, hardships, and triumphs into 5 minutes. But when tasked with something daunting, I always find it helpful to stick to what you know. In this case, and on countless other occasions, I find myself leaning on my team and our culture. One thing my team prides itself on is team culture. Culture is something that comes in many shapes and sizes for different players and teams. For some, it's the time we spend together off the field, eating lunch at the DC, watching U.S. women's national team games, playing trivia on the bus home, or competitively participating in water tag and IBB. For others, the definition of culture may be more closely rooted in the on-field activities, the standards we hold ourselves to, how we treat our teammates, naming the Wolf of the Week, playing in compete to win days, and other traditions that we couldn't imagine our respective teams without. One such tradition that my coach has brought to our program is pre-practice speeches. At the beginning of our season, our coach assigns a pre-practice speech for everyone. Once we get into the nitty-gritty parts of our season, the slots for speeches are left open for our teammates to volunteer for. While everyone puts their own spin on a pre-practice speech, if we're being honest, the overall formula pretty much remains the same. Firstly, there's typically a big game coming up. In this case, as cheesy as it may sound, that game is our graduation and wherever life takes us after that. For as long as I can remember, the actual graduation ceremony has felt somewhat imaginary to me, because it has always been this untouchable event years down the road. But now, our imminent graduation has made its presence abundantly clear. The thing that has always felt so distant is now just 4 short days away. I'm sure all of us senior student athletes in this room have different feelings about graduation. Excitement, nervousness, maybe even denial. But nonetheless, this big game is right around the corner, and it's happening whether we like it or not. Luckily, next in the formula for a pre-practice speech comes a story or an anecdote to help prepare us for this game. For today's speech, I've opted to talk about an experience that I had as a freshman, which I believe truly encapsulates what Haverford athletics is all about. It was February 29th, 2020. Now, I know a lot of us hear the year 2020 and automatically associate it with COVID and all the things that came along with it. But at this point in the year, I was still just a wide-eyed freshman who was on her way back from her first scrimmage of the season. I remember getting off the bus and getting a text from one of our captains who reminded us that the women's basketball team was playing in the Centennial Conference Championship at home and that we should all go and support. Sure enough, our whole team walked into the gym as one in the fourth quarter. The women's basketball team showed true heart and grit as they came back down from 8 points to win the championship by 3. Obviously, the skill and poise of these players struck me as a freshman. I had only hoped to one day be able to show similar qualities. But the thing that I remember and love the most from this game, and the reason that I remind you all of it today, is that my team was not the only one there. It felt as if almost every single varsity team that could be there was there. And finally, the last step in giving a pre-practice speech. What's the point? Why does your story matter? That particular game sticks out in my mind 4 years later with our graduation right around the corner, because I think it perfectly sums up what it has meant to be a member of this senior athletic class. This class has undergone much adversity with the cancellation of our seasons and leadership changes, to name a few. But that does not even begin to touch the individual adversities that we have gone through within our sports. Athletics are hard. We signed up to be criticized, try our best and have it not be enough, to be down in the fourth quarter when all you want is a cushy lead, and perhaps hardest yet, to put our bodies through justice in Nikki's lifting program. But when we've needed it most, our fellow athletes have always been there to support us through these hardships, showing up and screaming their heads off in the bleachers, proving to be the best sixth man this conference could ever want. Athletics may be hard, but that's what makes it rewarding. This senior class has also triumphed, individually, as teams, and as a department. There are many all-conference, NCAA, departmental recognitions, and even conference championships to go around. When these moments of joy come for an individual, the whole department feels this elation. Members of all sports teams, and even just the Haverford community, are given the opportunity to storm the court and be a part of the celebration of their friends and fellow athletes. It's moments like these that we will remember and will continue to shape our lives moving forward. Throughout these past few years, we have forged strong bonds and friendships that will undoubtedly last a lifetime. I am honored to be a member of this senior class and call these peers my friends, not for the awards and the recognitions that are given to these seniors, but because of these athletes themselves who are receiving them. This room is filled with individuals who are kind, smart, driven, reliable, and so much more. Luckily for us and everyone that we will meet, just because our college athletic careers may be coming to a close, these traits do not cease with our graduation. The members of this senior class can take the lessons that they've learned from these hardships and triumphs here at Haverford and continue on to excel outside of these walls. The beautiful reality of attending a school like Haverford is that after our graduation, while our peers may no longer be able to cheer us on in championship games, they will continue to be our biggest supporters and cheer us on in whatever life has to offer for each of us. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Next, we will honor our senior record holders. When I read your name, please come up to the stage. Alyssa Sato, women's soccer. We can applaud. Cortland Morris, women's basketball. Kayla Robinson, women's basketball. Ryan Cradell, men's track and field. Catherine Ferentz, women's lacrosse. Sam Silverman, women's lacrosse. Kayla Ueda, softball. Abby Marcus, softball. Kayla Robinson, women's track and field. Jasiah Moses, women's track and field. You can come this way, that's fine. One more round of applause for everyone. And a picture? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. And now for our senior awards. We have 4 awards that are given annually and voted on by our entire staff. The first is the A.W. Pop Hattleton Award, named in honor of longtime Haverford track coach for perseverance, dedication, and loyalty. This award may or may not be given in a specific year, or it may be given to more than one senior. It recognizes an outstanding contribution to an athletic team by a person who epitomizes the qualities mentioned above and who has not received the recognition that, for example, a regular starting player does. Coaches, please come up to present these awards.
All right. I will be brief, as many of you are looking forward to Dollar Dog Night at the Phillies. So I'm excited to present the A.W. Pop Hattleton Award to senior midfielder Nate Rose. Nate, stay there. Nate, just stay there. If you guys don't know, Nate is on crutches. So Nate, can you give it a crutch wave or something back there? There you go. We'll do the picture after. This award is given to a student athlete that shows, as Danielle said, perseverance, dedication, loyalty to a program. Nate has highlighted these traits in bounds during his time at Haverford. I've had the opportunity to speak about Nate a couple times this year, and I just want to reiterate that he is deserving of every single accolade that he collects. A natural leader, 2-time captain, Ambler Award winner, and someone who has had to persevere through now 2 major injuries to be an impact player on our roster. Nate highlights everything that is right with this award. In the past, it has been given to athletes who may not have the recognition of a starting player. And to Nate's credit, as a 2-way midfielder, he spent his entire career coming off our bench, but was imperative to our defensive success every single game. Congratulations, Nate. I'm proud to present you with this award, and I'll walk it down to you. All right.
The next award is the Stephen G. Carey Class of 37 Award, formally given for the most outstanding dedication and achievement in women's athletics at Haverford during the year that just concluded. The Carey Award is now given to the seniors who have made the greatest overall impact on Haverford athletics during their collegiate careers through some combination of not just athletic participation and outstanding achievement, but also leadership, sportsmanship, off-field athletic department involvement, work within the athletic department, or other athletically related contributions. Coaches, please come up to present these awards.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations to all our senior student athletes. I'm honored to be up here and announce one of our Stephen G. Carey Award recipients, Celia Page. Celia is an unbelievable person who has made her mark on campus. You've probably seen her around Haverford, giving admissions tours, speaking on various panels, being a part of our Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and helping our athletic department in any way possible. As a player, Celia has been so much fun to watch on the field, running up and down the sidelines, scoring some beautiful goals, as you saw in the video. We call them bangers in soccer, and just incredible to watch on the field. As one of our team captains, Celia embraced her leadership role and helped lead our team through both good and challenging times. Off the field, I've appreciated Celia's smiles over Zoom at 8 a.m. SAC meetings, her willingness to chase my active 6-year-old daughter around after a hard game, and her enthusiasm securing a food truck for D3 week, or just planning and helping spearhead our clinics at Starfinder. Celia has been an absolute pleasure to coach for the past 4 years, and I couldn't be prouder of her accomplishments on and off the field and how much she has grown as a person. I always say this, but in 20 years, people might not care too much about what you accomplished on the field, court, or track, but they will care more about who you are as a person, and I believe Celia defines that. I said it a few weeks ago to Celia, but you graduating is very bittersweet. I know you're going to crush it in New York, but please know how much we're going to miss you here. Congratulations, Celia Page.
I am proud to announce another winner of the Carey Award, Kayla Ueda. I am regularly in awe of Kayla's involvement on campus and her impact on our team and the college. Kayla is always mentally 3 plays ahead of every other person on the field, and the same could be said for her involvement on campus. Kayla wants nothing more than to help Haverford get better, whether it's planning plenary and customs, helping another team's game day run smoothly, interviewing the next great generation of forwards and admissions, or just stopping by the athletic office to chat about the future of the department. Kayla gives so much of herself back to the school to make sure she leaves it better than she found it. Once Kayla sets her mind to something, you know she means business. Proof of that is in her shockingly low 3 strikeouts in 255 at-bats. Yeah, that's a good one. You know I had to mention it. As well as her commitment to getting to quorum at Splenary. I've been so grateful for Kayla's passion for softball, and I'm so happy she extended that enthusiasm to Haverford and truly made the most of her time here. Please join me in congratulating Kayla Ueda.
All right. The Gregory Cannerstein Class of 63 Award, formerly the Alumni Varsity Club Award, is presented to the individuals whose combination of outstanding athletic achievement and leadership have been a significant factor in a team's competitive success and whose level of performance has brought distinction not only to the individual and the team, but also the entire athletic department. Coaches, please come up to present these awards.
I want to start by congratulating all the senior athletes and senior award recipients. In the summer of 2019, I held our annual lacrosse camp that most of the incoming first years attend. Kurt was our athletic trainer for the camp, and at the beginning, asked me to point out who our incoming first years were. As our last session was wrapping up and I was chatting with Kurt, he pointed at Kat Ferentz and said, "She's going to be a good one for you." Just a few weeks ago, Kurt reminded me of this moment. While it pains me to know Kurt was correct, it also makes me smile to know that she is not disappointed. From the moment Kat stepped on campus, she has been a force to be reckoned with. Her buy-in, commitment, and passion for this team has never wavered. She leads in a way that leaves nobody behind without sacrificing personal growth. Kat, you have set records, you have set standards, you have helped redefine what success in our program means. You, along with your entire class, have helped move the needle. Thank you for always believing in me and leaving this program better than you found it. You will be very missed next year.
Hello again. I'm excited to present the next winner of the Gregory Cannerstein Award, Abby Markey. Or is it Marcus? 4 years, I still don't know. Abby is truly the most impressive player I've had come through the program. I know you saw some of her records earlier, and I thought we were going to read them, so let me just shout out a few of them. Career doubles in a season. Doubles in a season. Home runs in a season. Home runs in a game. Career slugging percentage. The list goes on and on. Probably didn't have time to read them all. And one of my favorite stats for her is in only 2 seasons, she is top 5 on career doubles, triples, and home runs in only 2 seasons. Her numbers really demonstrate how big a threat she was at the plate. And in addition to Abby's offense, she led our team behind the plate as starting catcher. It was clear Abby's arm was almost as feared as her bat was in the conference. But Abby is more than just her record-setting numbers and a strong arm. What I loved most about Abby as a player was how much she loved to pass on her knowledge of the game. Especially at clinics and practices, Abby acted almost as another assistant coach when it came to developing our younger catchers and our hitters. Abby's level of play and her passion for the game set the tone for what we can do at Haverford softball, and she really did bring us to the next level. I'm honored to have been able to watch her play and coach her the past 4 years. Congratulations, Ab.
Ready to go? Yeah, one thing might be just briefly a little appropriate is to say who was Greg Cannerstein. And when I started here, Greg wasn't yet athletic director, which he became for 25 years. But when he was appointed athletic director, I think it was 1983, our president was British, and the British are not as bad as most Irish say they are. In fact, Celia Page's dad is British, and he and his brother Richard, great guys, you know. and we're great runners too. But anyway, when Greg was actually, I always felt he was kind of modeled on an iconic British literary figure that John le Carré created, a guy called George Smiley. Greg was kind of a confused, bumbling type guy, his appearance, but he was sharp as anything. And again, like with our new British president, who really wasn't connected with American athletics, I think Greg felt his mission was to educate him in as to what the educational value of athletics is in America. And I think he did a great job in that. But I think, Greg's concept, really, the biggest thing that he got from it and passed on and, worked with our faculty, it was he saw that you people, the women and the men that do sports here, the biggest quality, the most important thing is just resilience, because you go through so many downs as well as ups. And our winner on our team, Jamie Moreland, get him up there. Literally, grew in many ways, like actually physically, and because he was still growing like several inches from his freshman year till last year. He was constantly hurt. I mean, really serious injuries where season after season ended, because of that growth, but that resilience that he showed, I've never seen it like in all the years I've been here. And what it did was it led him to be a 2-time All-American, a couple-time, conference runner of the year and in track. And, just an inspiration to myself and to his teammates. So, he really deserves this award, along with the other, great award winners here. And the ones who didn't win any awards, all you people are great. So, come on up, Jamie.
Hi, y'all. I'm the women's track coach, Anique Lamar, and I have to follow Tom Donnelly. And that's a hard speech to follow because you don't know what he's going to say. And I've listened to a couple of them. All right, so our last Greg Kanterstein Award winner is from my team on the women's track team, and that is Josiah Noel Moses. Josiah is receiving this award for her combination of athletic excellence and leadership. Athletically, Josiah is what every track coach dreams of. She's a top scorer for her team, and she helps set school records in our 4x100. She skilled over many events in this winter and spring. She scored team points in every race that she entered in Centennial conferences. Those distances are the 60, the 100, the 200, the 400, the 4x1, the 4x2, and both 4x4s. To watch an athlete step on the track and know as a coaching staff that they're going to show up that day, get team points, and give all for their teammates, that is the athlete that you dream of having. But then there's her leadership. As a captain of the indoor and outdoor track and field team, she has provided stability in a time of great change. She has led off-season practices, mentored first years and sophomores, and is a runner I rely on every day to lead. Josiah has provided consistency when this team has needed it, and she's the through line that kept this team operational, starting before COVID, through numerous coaching changes this year, when the team scored the most points last weekend since 2016. Her good counsel and feedback has helped me avoid making mistakes. She finds solutions to team issues, and she literally guides other athletes so they get to their starting race on time. She's incomparable, and she'll be greatly missed when she graduates. Did we surprise you? Let me give you a hug. Go get your award.
Our final award is the Varsity Cup. This award is presented annually to the outstanding athlete in the senior class. The criteria used in selecting the Varsity Cup winner are athletic accomplishments, sportsmanship, and leadership through their career. Coaches, please come forward to help present these awards.
Have a guy up there? Okay. I'm done picking on the Brits, but yeah. But I still have some good stuff to say about the Irish. So there's I don't know, baseball, we got baseball guys here, right? There's a team, there's two teams in New York. You know, one team that's won like 1 million World Series, and the other team that the Phillies occasionally beat. But in 1964, when the Shea Stadium opened in New York, the center field cameraman was a farmer from County Mayo. This is no lie. Farmer from County Mayo in Ireland who just came over that year, stayed with relatives in New York, and somehow he got the job as center field cameraman at Shea Stadium. His name is John McDonald. He went from that, he went to college in Louisiana, found a coaching job in Arkansas, and managed to win 42 NCAA championships. You know, the most by far, you could get the next 10 coaches probably, or 5 coaches in NCAA history in any sport. But, you know, he had 42. Like Arkansas brags about their 43 NCAA titles. One was won by their basketball team, and John won the other 42. But anyway, this guy, John, there's another Irishman from Villanova, you know, a world champion, Marcus O'Sullivan, who, you know, today, you know, told me he had a meeting with Ryan. Because Ryan's, you know, thinking of possibly going there for graduate school and has eligibility. And I reminded Marcus of a thing that John McDonald had told him when Marcus started coaching at Villanova 25 years ago. Like McDonald said, look, you know, like in your position at Villanova and with your scholarships, you can recruit guys from anywhere in the world, the best track and field guys in the world, you know, as long as they're viable students and they can get in there. But he said, don't just look at the bottom line, you know, marks, how fast they are, how far they can throw, you know, how far they can jump. But the main thing is character. And, you know, when I was talking to Marcus, I reminded him, I said, you know, the guy that you met with, you know, not only is a great runner, and he agreed that he can really help his team if he ends up going there, but he said way, way more than that is character, because the character that he's demonstrated in his 4 years here has just inspired his teammates and his team to even greater heights, you know. And you know, Ryan's got greater heights coming in the next couple of weeks, you know, going to nationals and, you know, hopefully beyond that. So congratulations.
All right, great speech, Tom. I'm Grace Elliott. I'm the head women's basketball coach here. And this speech, we're going to do a little tag team. So I'll invite Anik up here with me. And we're going to take this opportunity to tell you about a very, very special athlete.
Who has impacted not one team, but two with her excellence in performance and leadership.
Kayla Robinson. So the first game I got the opportunity to coach Kayla, she had a near triple-double. Thought maybe this was just a fluke and didn't know if she'd be able to keep it up, to be honest. I'm usually never wrong, but this time I was, and I was happy to be wrong. Fast forward to February, Kayla managed to accumulate 21 season double-doubles, putting her at #1 in the nation and a statistical championship in that category.
Yeah. This season, Kayla rewrote our outdoor track record books in not one, not two, but 3 events, jumping 18.8 feet in the long jump, 37.5 feet in the triple jump, and anchoring our 4x1 team to a 48.5 school record.
All right, thanks to Kayla, I got to save a lot of timeouts because whenever I thought we were losing the ball and may need to call one, there goes Kayla Robinson, torn up knee pads and all, keeping her dribble alive from her knees while 5 defenders crowded her, leaving spectators and every opponent in awe of what she was capable of.
At conferences this year, Kayla participated in 11 events over 3 days, which is unnatural. She took gold in the heptathlon, silver in the long jump, bronze in the triple jump, and the 4x1, and 6th in the shot put, just for fun. Her drive to achieve across all events, despite absolute exhaustion, helped lift our team to our highest point score since 2016.
There was one game this season where Kayla tallied 18 rebounds, and I thought to myself, this woman, she's dominant. Then she somehow managed to get 27 rebounds in one game, and that was when I realized she's not only dominant, she's an absolute beast on the court. She went on to break not only the Haverford single-season rebounding record, but also set a Centennial Conference record as well. She capped off the season with the second-team all-conference selection, as well as earning Defensive Player of the Year, a first for the Haverford women's basketball program.
Kayla is not only dominant on the conference level, but also ranks high among her national peers. She currently is ranked in the top 50 athletes in the nation for triple jump, and in the top 25 for long jumpers, and the top 25 for heptathletes. And one of the reasons for this is because Kayla isn't afraid to participate in almost every event on the track, often on the same day. She carries for herself and models to others the belief that effort and energy can yield amazing outcomes.
As our team captain her senior year, Kayla led her team both on and off the court and left a legacy that will last a lifetime.
As our team captain, her senior year, this athlete led both on the track, the throws circle, the jumps runway, and left a legacy that will last a lifetime.
Congratulations, Kayla, you deserve it. Woo. Another round of applause for all the award winners. Yeah. Thank you to all staff, coaches, teammates, deans, faculty, administrators, support staff, those who guide our student athletes through their 4-year experience at Haverford.
At this time, will all seniors stand to be recognized? Thank you. Thank you, seniors, for your dedication to Haverford athletics and to each other. Thank you for choosing Haverford, and welcome to the Ford's alumni team. We celebrate you. Congratulations. Another round of applause. Thank you all. Do you want award winners to the stage for pictures? Yes? Okay, all award winners, please come to the stage for a final picture. All right, wonderful. Thank you.